There are people actually playing video games in 2021, and it might just be the saddest goddamn thing I have ever seen in my life. Seriously, you guys need to grow the fuck up. If you are 13 and below playing video games, I understand, because these types of entertainment, it was crafted for you. It's meant to entertain you as an adolescent mind. It's not meant for adults. But there are people in their 20s, their 30s, even their 40s, middle-aged motherfuckers who are unsatisfied with their own lives, pursuing an alternate reality through a virtual medium in which they can accomplish all the great feats that they have slowly come to realize they will never possibly reach the heights of in their own mediocre, sad, pathetic lives. That's all video games are. They're a goddamn distraction. And there are people who swear by this. It's their primary hobby. They engage in these deep single-player experiences to either experience a captivating story or get good at constantly challenging and evolving gameplay. And then there are competitive types who swear up and down to climb the leaderboards and get competitive at your competitive multiplayer first-person shooters, third-person shooters, and these live service games that you have to log into every single day. Otherwise, you're at a disadvantage to the people who can log in every day. Does any of this sound fun to you? It sure as shit doesn't sound fun to me. I haven't played a video game since 2004. When I grew the fuck up, I realized this was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. I picked up my Xbox, snapped it in two, threw it away, and moved on with my life. And that is what each and every one of you need to do. If you are playing video games, I want you to stand up, put your mouse and keyboard or controller down, go take an honest look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Spending time in a virtual world instead of a real one. That's the shit that science fiction authors wrote about back in the 70s and 80s that started this slow collapse of humanity. And you are indirectly supporting it. There are companies out there, shitty corporate greed suckers like Sony and like Oculus, who honestly have taken it to the next level with virtual reality headsets. Yeah, these motherfuckers not only want to strip you away from your own life, they want you completely immersed in theirs 24/7. Seriously, imagine gaming in 2021. It's a fucking joke of a hobby. If you say that to somebody, if you anybody who's experienced success, anybody who has sex regularly, go tell them that you play video games. They're going to take a step back, disassociate themselves with you, delete your phone number from their phone, and never speak to you again. That's how bad gaming is, all right? It's like telling people that you fucking cook meth on the side. Sure, it might work for you, but nobody's going to want to associate themselves with that type of person. Seriously, it's like telling people that you visit a hypnotherapist, right? Like, they're going to probably quirk an eyebrow up at you, be like, you do you, dude, but they're going to start this slow disassociation with you, and in a year, they're never going to speak to you again. They will literally make jokes about you behind your back. You will become that guy or that girl. Video games are the worst thing you can do as far as productivity in your life. Literally, sitting on the couch, jerking off to porn is more productive than video games because there's an end goal, there's a release. These sad fucking clowns sitting here, controller in hand, playing games in 2021 are some of the most depressing and unfortunate motherfuckers I've ever seen. But I don't feel a shred of sympathy for them because they chose this. Nobody's got a gun to their head demanding that they pump what is probably now 200 to 300 hours into the same multiplayer experience over and over again. Nobody's got a gun to their head telling them to fork down now $70 for every new release, but they do it anyway. Seriously, playing video games in 2021. Talk about a fool's errand. Talk about something that fucking children do. This is almost as bad as those adult motherfuckers who collect Hot Wheels. Give up the hobby, admit that it's meant for somebody half or possibly a third of your age, and get a hobby that a fucking man would be proud of, that an adult can find satisfaction in, all right? Video gaming is the biggest joke, and if you're playing video games in 2021, you are indirectly contributing to societal collapse, and you will eventually be fully responsible for the fucking apocalypse. Now, can you go to bed with that on your conscience? Do you want to lie awake at night knowing that you are the problem, that you could have stopped it if you just would have listened to dead metal? No, you don't want that. So first off, pony up some dough, donate to my Patreon, throw away your game systems, they're worthless anyway. Nobody plays video games in 2021. And you need to take up a respectable hobby, adopted and has grown more in the mainstream, Dungeons and Dragons.